Hello everyone. So this will be another video that is related to Gaahleri, and you might say, but that is the Mobius TG, you have shown it a lot of times already in your videos, and that is because the TG is my favorite airbrush, and I know a lot of people that is also their favorite airbrush. It is amazing, especially to spray on car bodies, where I find the pattern to be ideal for 1:24 scale car bodies, and that may be an issue for some modelers because the 0.5 millimeter setup included might be a little bit too wide for certain modelers, especially when it comes to smaller items rather than car bodies. So Gaahleri have thought of that, and they released everything you need to turn your Mobius TG into a 0.3 millimeter airbrush. So you have the needle, you have the nozzle, and they also released the cap. 3 items that will turn your Mobius TG into a 0.3 millimeter setup. And if we take a closer look, we can see the same items, however, with a 0.3 millimeter. That's the cap, and then there is also the needle. And as you can see, the needle is very well pegged inside. The packing is really thoughtful because, so you have the box, you have the foam, and as you can see, the foam is much wider than the container with the needle inside, and that is to continue offer more protection, as we can see. So we have the box, we have the right here, we have the foam, and the needle is inside the plastic container, inside the plastic tube also right there. So what I'm going to do now, okay, I'm going to do some tests. So I will be going to the spray booth and do some tests with the 0.5 millimeter setup, so that then I will come back to my work area, change the Mobius TG into a 0.3 millimeter setup, and then go back to the spray booth to do the same tests, and so that we can compare the differences. So first, let's keep it as it is, 0.5 millimeter setup, and head for the spray booth. I have prepared some tests. They will first be done with the 0.5 millimeter, and then we'll go ahead with the 0.3. And as test color, I shall be using this K006 gloss green from Kaleido. It will be used without any reducing thinner or general thinner, straight from the bottle in both cases, and the pressure will be kept to around 20 psi for both uses. So there we go, some green. I chose this color because it is bright. First test will be on a piece of paper. So let's, all right, so we have green. Will be on a piece of paper. I shall be doing a line pulling the trigger halfway. Let's give it a little bit more. There we go. So this was halfway, like 3/4 of the way as regards the trigger. And now let's give it the full power. Full trigger being pulled. Okay, so I moved a little too quickly. Yes, we can see the wide pattern that the 0.5 millimeter offers. Alright, next test. So I have this chassis. Right now it is mint green. You have seen me use it on another tests I did. And my idea is to spray the bottom half with the 0.5 and the top part with the 0.3. So right now let's go for the middle, for the bottom part. And regarding the flow control, I will leave it to fully open. It is fully open, even the test on the paper. It was done fully open, and I will keep it like that. Let's go. So there we go. We can see that with the 0.5 millimeter setup, it has covered it in just a few coverages, in just a few passes. Because yes, the 0.5 offers quite a wide pattern on the Mobius TG. Final test, okay, when it comes to 0.5. So I have this dashboard right here, brand new, just cut off the spruce, no primer, nothing. And I will begin airbrushing some layers of green with the 0.5. I shall be pulling the trigger maybe halfway or a little less to start filling it up. And then we'll compare on a similar dashboard, because that is the left-hand drive. And then I also have the right-hand drive version of it. So it will be a good comparison to see a coverage directly onto plastic with the different needle sizes. Let's go. All right, so like that, it is fully covered. As you could see, the 0.5 offers a white pattern, so you have to be on alert on the trigger, because if you pull just that little bit more, it will flood your piece. All right, so that was the 0.5. We have taken an idea of the pattern. Now let's go back to my work area. All right, so the tests are done. We have seen the 0.5 millimeter in action, and now it's time to change it to the 0.3. So I have prepared the needle. The nozzle. And the cap. As for the Mobius, so this is kept, the cap is replaced. We also have the nozzle that we're also going to replace. And the needle. So I went a little bit off camera to check the parts, if there are any differences where you can realize which parts you have in hand in case they get mixed while making the replacement, like for example like this. Okay, and basically, so speaking first of the nozzle, so the let's get the best possible focus right there. So the 0.5 millimeter one is on the right, and as you can see at the bottom, it has some lines while the 0.3 millimeter one doesn't. And also, if I really hope that I managed to get the focus, I think this is the best angle, okay? And if you look at the hole where the needle passes through, the 0.5 millimeter one is much wider, as we can see. Regarding the the caps are very, very similar. There are no lines on both of them. The holes are not as noticeable as the nozzle. However, the 0.3 on the left, even from the camera, it looks a little bit smaller, as we can see over here. And if we look at the back, the most notable difference I noted was that inside the 0.3 millimeter one is a taper, while the 0.5 has a flat surface in the inside, okay? So I'm talking where the nozzle rests inside the cap. There we go. As you can see, it is even a little bit golden, while the 0.5 is fully silver. So that is also another difference. The needle is more straightforward, because I could notice that the 0.3 millimeter one, the new one, right there, it has a line on the back, while the standard 0.5mm one doesn't. There we go. So those are some differences. Okay, if you get confused, or I myself get confused, I will make a reference to this part of the video to realize what part exactly I have in hand. Now, let's install the pieces, okay, the 0.3mm new parts. I'm going to begin from the needle. Nozzle. The cap and also the cover. There we go. Even looking at the tip, yes, definitely. Even looking at the tip, the 0.3mm one is much narrower than the standard 0.5. Alright, so now my favorite airbrush is no longer at 0.5, but it is at 0.3. So let's head back to the spray booth and make another test. So here we are once again. Same green, same pressure, 20 psi. Let's make the same tests. Let's begin with the paper. Once again, so it was half trigger, 3/4, and full trigger. Let's go. This was done twice, so let's do it twice also. Yes, still. All right, so we can already see some differences between the width, between the 0.5 and the 0.3. Now let's bring the chassis. As you could see from some minutes ago, that was covered in just a couple of seconds. Let's see what the 0.3 does. Yes. Definitely a difference. As you can see, I made more passes than I did with the 0.5, and it's still not covered like the 0.5. So yes, definitely it made a big difference in the amount of paint being airbrushed. Last test. So with the 0.5, it was the left-hand drive dashboard. Now let's go with the right-hand drive dashboard. There we go. There we go. Yes, definitely much more control. You have more control over the trigger and over the amount of paint that is being airbrushed. So there we go. Let's take a look at the differences in the tests that I made. Okay, so first we have the paper. As you can see, the 0.3mm ones are thinner with all the possible trigger positions, as we can see. So yes, it made a difference. We also tested on the chassis, and even though finally you are achieving the same result, however, in the same time of airbrushing, you can see that the 0.5 sprayed, the 0.5mm setup sprayed a lot more paint compared to the 0.3. This was done, the test in the same time spent with the 0.5 is approximately the same time, and I tried to keep the same trigger position as much as possible in both cases, and the 0.31 was taking its time to fill the areas because obviously less paint was coming out of the airbrush. So yes, once again the 0.3 made a difference. And then we have the dashboards. The left-hand drive was with the 0.5, the right-hand drive with the 0.3 setup, and I'm not sure if the camera can capture it. However, the 0.5, I can notice that it is a little bit darker. That is because more layers were airbrushed, more paint was transferred to the dashboard, even though I kept the same trigger position and roughly the same time on both dashboards when it comes to airbrushing. However, more paint was coming out for the 0.5 than the 0.3, so obviously more layers were airbrushed, and more than that, the 0.5, I really had to pay attention so that I don't pull the trigger too much and fill the details of the dashboard with paint. I didn't feel that thing when I was airbrushing with the 0.3 because the paint was coming out in a more controlled manner compared to the 0.5. And so at no point I was concerned that the paint might fill the details of the dashboard because, as I've said, it was more controlled the way that it was airbrushing the paint. So yes, I must say that my favorite airbrush can now be safely used not just on car bodies, however, on even smaller pieces, like for example when it comes to interiors and also chassis pieces. Very good thinking, Gaahleri, because thanks to these 3 additional items, you have made my favorite airbrush available on a wider range of airbrushing options. So, I guess that is all from me. If you have any further questions, feel free to leave them down in this video section below. Before I close this video, I remind you that I am also an affiliate with Gaahleri, and I will leave a link to Gaahlerie's website in this video's description below, together with a code Carl Scale Modeling. Use that code and you will benefit from 10% of your purchase from the Gaahleri website. So I thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all into my next video.